First time going live. We give it another 2 to 3 minutes. Give everybody a chance to come on in. So if y'all cooked dinner already, what did y'all have? Chat back with me. Alright, so we're about to start. Fried fish and potatoes. Since you love your seafood. Potato salad. I can go for some potato salad. Vegan style. Alright, we're going to get into it. So, like I said earlier, we're going to have a mushroom pasta. I'm making my gravy out of split flour and vegetable broth, which is easy. My seasons are garlic. This is one of my favorites. Garlic, onion, black pepper, sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, garlic mince, garlic powder. I have a thing for garlic, so I cook garlic with everything. I have some sage here. I have some thyme. I have minced onions and Italian seasoning and the liquid smoke to give the mushrooms a nice smoky taste. Also, we got the kale flakes and the vegan Parmesan cheese for last. Now the ingredients we have is, this is squash cut up and steamed. I got onions and peppers. Here go the shiitake mushrooms. Fresh bowl of spinach. And then we have the chickpea noodles. Alright, so we about to get started, family. Oh, also, this is the oil I use. This is the oil I cook with everything. So we're going to turn the stove on. We're going to throw our mushrooms in there. The onions and peppers. We're going to save the squash for last because we don't want it to be mushy. And then this is all my seasonings. I have the garlic powder, the sage, thyme, the garlic, onion, and black pepper combination, the garlic mince, and the Italian seasoning. Teaspoon of each in here. So we're gonna throw the seasoning up in. Let that cook, add a little more oil. running low on the oil. Bear with me. We're going to let that cook down. While that's cooking down, we're going to make our gravy. I really don't go by measurements, so listen to your ancestors. When you hear stop in your head, that means stop shaking the seeds in it. Okay, we're going to add two tablespoons of the flour. Then I'm going to stir it so it can get a little thick. And just keep stirring the flour with the vegetable broth until you don't see any more clumps. Now, if you want your gravy thick, then you can add a little more flour. Marley's in the room. So, all right, I'm going to show you. So there goes the homemade gravy with vegetable broth and the split flour. Here goes the mushrooms, peppers, and onions. I'm going to add a little bit of broth so it can help cook it down. There's the broth. Add this to the pot. Okay, the gravy. Can't even see it. Hold on. So that's the gravy. We're going to let it cook down a little bit before we add the gravy. Where is my... Add some water to the pot so we can boil down the noodles. Add a little sea salt to the water for the noodles. Add a little oil so they don't stick. Let the water boil for the noodles. The peppers and onions and mushrooms are cooking down. It's starting to smell good in here. I ran out of olive oil, so I have a little bit of avocado oil that we're going to use to cook the spinach. So let me show you guys the process. So that's the process so far. So what y'all think so far? It's really not hard, right? And it takes less time. A lot of meals take less time than cooking an actual regular meal. So we're going to add some of the gravy in. All the gravy. Stir it all together. And let it cook down a little bit. I might add a little more broth. Right, sis. Here is the chance, and it's not hard. I honestly didn't start enjoying cooking until I went vegan. Before, I saw no point in the cooking. Like, I couldn't stand it. But now I actually enjoy crafting in the kitchen. We're going to add some of this liquid smoke. There we go. So let me show you the process of the gravy so far. You see it's creamy. Now while we wait for the water to boil, I'm going to throw the spinach in the pot. This may look like a lot of spinach, but when it comes to the fresh spinach, it cooks down, and it will be probably half of this once it's done cooking. Now what I'm putting in the spinach is sea salt, the garlic, onion, and black pepper combination. Boom. The sea salt. I have some thyme and some sage. And then I'm going to throw some garlic mince in there. I really don't, I stick with the basic seasonings. Like, I don't switch up my seasonings too much. And then at the end, I'm going to add the kale flakes, which is very, very healthy. And it gives the food a lot of flavor. Let me get a spoon so we can add 2 tablespoons of the garlic mint. I'm going to add some more broth to the gravy so it don't get too thick. Water's almost ready. We almost done, honestly. And these noodles, no carbs. See, it has 20 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. Then it has 13 grams of protein. Well, that's the average pasta. It tells you right here. So your body's going to use all of this. And these are made from chickpeas. And honestly, you can't even tell the difference between the white pasta and the chickpea pasta. But this is going to fuel the body. The white pasta don't do anything but store as fat and gives no nutrition value to the body. So that's the key when you are cooking. You know, you rather cook with ingredients that's going to fuel the body and nurture the body. Spinach is cooking down. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Let me just stir it. This pot is kind of small. I should have grabbed the big pot. But it's alright. We're going to work with what we have. Let me show you guys the progress so far. Thanks, sis. This is pretty much done. We're just going to let it simmer so it can stay hot. The kale. And this is the spinach. You see how fast and how much spinach cooks down? Cooks down a lot. And then the water's still boiling. But I have to add the squash to the gravy. And the mushrooms, onions, and peppers. I have to work on a better stand so I don't have to hold the phone so you guys can actually see while I'm cooking. But everything takes time, family. Okay. You see how fast this cooks down? We're just about done with the spinach. We're just waiting on the water to boil for the pasta. So if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Hey, Rosanna, how you doing? How's the family? Because the squash, I had steamed it before I put it in there, so it was already soft. So I didn't want to add it earlier and it gets smushy. So that's why I added it last. You see how fast fresh spinach cooks down? I mean, you can use frozen spinach, especially if you're cooking for a family. The frozen spinach lasts longer. I mean, you can stretch it and you can feed more people with it. The spinach is done, so we're going to turn that off. But fresh spinach benefits the body, they say. But frozen spinach is fresh too. To me it is, at least. And it does just about the same. But being that it was just me, the baby, and Simone, I figured why not have some fresh spinach. This is pretty much done too. I know, sis. Well, I'm going to have a couple of meatless meals too. I'll do probably... tastes good. I'll do probably the Salisbury steak that I do out of the either the Beyond Meat or something. We'll figure it out. Because I know some people do like using the alternative meats. You see how much? If you remember how full the pot was, now look at it. Barely anything there. It is. It's good. I'll bring you a plate over tomorrow. I'll definitely bring you a plate over tomorrow. Yeah, cabbage do the same thing. The same thing. Probably another 2 more minutes so the water can get to a full boil. And then we'll add the noodles. And then dinner is just about finished after that. Once the noodles is done. I'm going to add a little more. Add a little more vegetable broth so it don't get so thick. I should have boiled the water when I first started, but I'm gonna put a couple of now we're gonna add this to the mixture. Shake it on in there. So like I said, you shake until you hear stop. You hear your ancestor say that's enough. You do it how you feel. That was good. All right. We're going to add the noodles now. And usually, like chickpea noodles, wheat noodles, it usually cooks a lot faster than white starch noodles. So we won't have to wait long for these. So we're going to let that cook down a little bit. So we're just waiting on the noodles. Then we're going to add everything together. This spinach, it is what it is. Hey, Mommy. Thanks for tuning in.
You're done?
Almost. I'm waiting on the noodles.
So why are you off live?
I'm not off alive. That was the wife being nosy. She just went back in the room with the baby because you know Marley butt. Up, there he go. There go the man of the hour. What do you want?
He was...
Oh, your phone? Tima said hi.
Don't tell us that hi.
She said, hey, sis. You're welcome.
Watch TV.
All he wanted was his phone. Look at him. Say hi to people on camera.
Go say hi to the phone.
Come here. Say hi to the phone.
Hi.
He stay on that bike. He stay on that bike. So this is pretty much done. We're going to turn this off. Give the noodles a few minutes to cook down. Thanks, Mom. Can't wait till you get home so you can try it. So how was everybody's day? How did everybody's Monday go? This is the first live and it won't be the last. It won't be the last, family. Few more minutes on the noodles. I just found out today that mushrooms is the oldest fungi that's been on this earth. So that was pretty interesting to learn because I love mushrooms. All different kinds of mushrooms. So I will be posting up cooking with different mushrooms. My favorite is the oyster king mushrooms. What other mushrooms? The chicken of the woods, shiitake. There's so many different mushrooms out there. There's like thousands and thousands of mushrooms. But yeah, I found out today that mushrooms is the oldest fungi on this earth and has so many different health benefits, mental benefits. Amazing, amazing stuff. They don't look good, but they taste amazing. Fall cleaning, huh? Doing fall cleaning. Yeah, I was watching a documentary on fungi on YouTube today, and it was telling me how mushrooms is the oldest fungi on Earth. And how mushrooms help people with like mental disorders and childhood trauma and things like that. There was a doctor that he was using the mushrooms as a psychedelic to heal people from like old trauma and their fears and depression. Documentary. No, you can't eat all of them because some of them are toxic. There are toxic mushrooms out there, but but 85% of them are eatable. Some of them are used for psychedelics and tripping and shrooms. So you definitely got to do your. Up there we go. I lost service. Sorry about that, family. So yeah, before you go in the woods hunting for mushrooms, you gotta do your homework and make sure you know which ones are eatable and which ones are won't have you on a trip. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there's berries out there that'll definitely kill you too. So you definitely gotta know. It's great to learn the land that we live in. Shoot, it might be a day come that we all don't have a choice but to live off the land. So it's good to educate ourselves while we can. About another minute and the noodles can be drained. Let me see if I have the strainer out. Yep. Another minute. And the noodles will be good to be drained. Me too, Mom. I love mushrooms. Right, makes no sense. They have to let it make sense. They have to. So dinner is almost done. I wish you guys were here to taste it. But when you get a chance, you gotta try this meal. It's one of my favorite meals. Today was my oldest son's 14th birthday. Yes, I do have a 14-year-old. What's up, Shatoya? Thank you for tuning in. How you doing? How's the children? How's your day going, Shatoya? All right, I think the noodles is done and ready to be drained. So I'm going to show you how they look when they're ready to be drained. See, you wouldn't even know that was just chickpea noodles. My kids are good. Everybody's good. Everybody's healthy. Can't complain. So we're going to strain this. And the one thing about the chickpea noodles, the kids love them too. You can use it like as a ramen noodle instead of using that fake plastic ramen noodles that in the package. Add a little bit of butter, seasoning. Kids won't even know the difference. All right, so now what we're going to do is add our gravy, mushrooms, onions and peppers, and squash to the pasta and mix it all in. And then dinner will be finished. So let's add that now. There you guys. Hey, Lee. Hey, Miss Coochie, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. So we added the mushrooms, onions, peppers, gravy, and squash to the pasta. Then we're going to mix it in. And that's it. Let me show you guys the finishing touch. There you go. And that's it. Dinner is served. So we're just going to plate it. There goes the spinach. And I eat avocado with all my meals. If I'm eating, I need a slice of avocado. Who can relate with me? But there goes my avocado. So let me show you guys and how I plate it. Oh, there we go. Some vegan Parmesan cheese if you want to put it on top. Thank you, Aunt Coochie. Thank you. I hope you good and staying healthy. You know I got you, Mom. You better come home tomorrow so you can get a plate. So next week, I think I'm going to do vegan Salisbury steak. I don't know what the sides are, but every week we will go live and show you guys how to cook a healthy meal. All vegan, all foods. See? Add some spinach to that. Even though it's just me and Simone, I should have still went with the frozen spinach because I like a lot of spinach. Okay. Where's my cutting board? Thank you, thank you. Good job, Aunt Coochie. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Keep it up, sis. Keep it up. That's amazing. Ain't nothing like shedding old weight. Dead weight. Okay, now we are finished. There it goes. Y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I love you guys. Y'all stay healthy. And remember, health doesn't happen overnight. Daily, it's a hustle to better health. So, it won't happen overnight. But as long as you have breath, it's something you can work on. But y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow for my meditation and breathe session. Please tune in at 7 o'clock. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.